LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The LSU Tigers offense will come out first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. At the 30. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. So Kentucky's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They go to the ground. It's a seam wide open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The pitch. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Extending the play. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the... There he goes! And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way.
Wide open spaces. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They even things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Going deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Gets open down the middle. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion. Good timing. Get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in a...
He uncorks one deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end
string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, he gets north fast.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Back open in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Rush will get to him at the 25.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've got the screen set up. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
It's caught downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. It's a running room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, this field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle. It's Dura. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy
looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. From the gun, the running back has it.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The 1st guy might miss, the 2nd guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
On 3rd down, going up top. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's Raw. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Here's the handoff. He's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The quick out.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sideline to keep him in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick for your quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on you.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Turning on the Jets. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Handoff to the lone back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice move there. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Using his feet. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. With this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes a handoff. It's Durham. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens to him.
Turning it on! And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Oh, out of space. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The defense has their hands full of trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Hit as he throws. He find a hole in that secondary. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Give to the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You got to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
There he goes. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well
gives you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's ball. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 5, but the completion with a 1st and goal. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The give on the inside. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's long. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Kentucky going quickly. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going up top here late in the game. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to